Hey guys, Pokemon Collectibles here, and welcome to another Pokemon Assessment Friday, or whatever I've called it, I don't actually remember. This one is on Charmander, one that is not only near and dear to my heart, but I'm sure is very, very special to people that have been around since Generation 1, which is what this one is a part of. I don't know, there's just something about Charmander that, he's been there since the very beginning, the first few episodes of the anime, and he was in the first games, and there's just something special about Charmander and Charmeleon and Charizard especially that I just really, really like. Now, he was in the first few games. His element is just fire. He actually becomes fire and flying later on, but right now he's just fire type. He is pretty darn cool, and he's actually only 2 feet tall, so he's kind of tiny, just a little bit. Now, this next picture I actually pulled from Cerebi, so sorry Cerebi, but I'm going to be borrowing your stuff for a little bit. Just because I wanted to show one of my favorites from the Mega Evolution line. You have Charmander here, Charmeleon, and later Charizard, of course. And then you get into Mega Charizard X and Y. Now, feel free to leave in the comments which one is your guys' favorite, but my favorite is X. I just love the blue and black paint scheme. I think it's really cool. I like how they changed the flames on his tail to blue, and the fact that he has blue flames coming out of his mouth. It's just an all-around really amazing Mega. I mean, I really like this one quite a bit. This is one of the few Megas that I can just gush over for hours, just how awesome he is. Now, don't get me wrong, now I do like Mega Charizard Y, but he's just a little lacking to me. I mean, he's the same color as regular Charizard. They put a few spikes on him. There's a few spikes like down his back. I think there's a couple on his tail. There's one more extra on his head. And then he has extra wings on his arms for some reason, but that's about it. And I think it's kind of sad that, they could have done so much more with that. I mean, even if they just changed his paint scheme, from orange to red, or maybe not yellow, but in a different color, something that could go with the green wing. I just think that could have gone a lot better. But either way, this is actually about Charmander, so let's get back to him. Now, the Pokedex entries that I found were kind of cool. There's one from Pokemon X that says, the flame on its tail indicates Charmander's life force. If it's healthy, the flame burns brightly. But then later on in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, for whatever reason, it says the flame burns at the tip of its tail is an indication of its emotions. So is it an indication of its life force or its emotions? And the answer is, of course, both. But it appears to be in the very beginning, it was only supposed to represent his life force, not anything else. The end part of that says the flame wavers when Charmander is enjoying itself. If the Pokemon becomes enraged, the flame burns fiercely. So I thought that was kind of cool that Charmander can show his emotions not only through his facial features, but his flame on the end of his tail too. So I think that's really cool. Like I said, Charmander's always been really special to me. I really like him quite a bit. Even if he is just a regular, normal type Pokemon, he's not legendary whatsoever, but he is a legend in that he is from the very beginning, so it's a really old Pokemon design, so I guess that kind of counts, right? Now, as far as physical design, I've always thought this little dude was really cool. Not only because he has those big old beautiful eyes, but Charmander just always has the cutest smile on his face, just all the time. I think it's really cool, and he just looks like a little lizard with his little flaming tail. I just think it's cool. They could have gone way more flamboyant with him, but I think the very simplistic design they use for Charmander is really cool. I really like it quite a bit. So, all in all, I give this little dude a 5 out of 5 because I love Charmander, and that's my story. One more thing I'd like to point out is something that I actually found on bulbapedia.net, I think. Yeah, .net. I never knew this, but apparently there is only a 12.5% chance of finding a female Charmander. It's shown on here as gender ratio. It looks like 87.5% male and 12.5% female. I never did know that. I thought all of them were pretty much like 50-50 kind of thing, but apparently not. Apparently there are some Pokemon that go either way. They either have way more males or way more females. So just a little tidbit I thought I'd throw in there for you guys for Charmander. Let me know in the comments which one you like out of Charmander's little evolution line. Do you like Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, or maybe one of the Megas? My favorite, like I said, is Charizard X, Mega Charizard X. So let me know in the comments. Thanks guys for watching and have an awesome day.